Yo, hey, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Ace back with another video. Listen, I got something that a lot of y'all been asking me about. If I was to start all the way over, from zero with no credit, how can I get back to the position I am in now? And that's really simple. In the last video, I talked about getting 10K a month, and what you gotta do to get to that 10K a month is not hard, it's just consistency. But if I was to start over from ground zero, I didn't have no money, the easiest way you can go back, and I hate to say this, is get a job. And just don't get one job, get two jobs. And just don't get two jobs, get three if you can. I think the most I had at one time was 3 jobs. But to make it more simplistic for you, I would tell you to get a sales job. If you ask at sales, get a job that pays at a higher hourly rate. You don't have to have a college degree to find a job that pays you a lot higher than most jobs would. You don't have to. But I'm not gonna tell you how you can do it. You can figure that out because you're a grown ass person. If I had to start from the bottom, from ground zero, with no money, and no credit, the first thing I would do is get 2 jobs, 2 high-paying jobs. If I gotta do 2 full-time jobs throughout the week, cool. If I gotta do a job during the weekend, one on the weekend, cool. But I'm getting 2 full-time jobs and I'm working 60 to 70 hours a week. As I'm making this money, I'll be looking to rent out some type of room. I'll be looking to live with a family member. I'm looking to live somewhere where it's very affordable and cheap and sacrifice what my living space at the time. So I may not be super comfortable, but I won't be there anyway because I'm working 2 jobs. I'm stacking up my bread, right? I would do that for at least 6 months. If I don't have a car, I'll be walking to catch the bus. I'll be trying to catch a ride with a friend that works at the same job with me, or I'll just try to Uber, right? Until I can get me a car. That's what I would do if I was starting from ground zero. So I'm filling out applications every single day until I get hired. Once I get hired, I'm gonna find a way to get to that job. I don't care what's going on, right? I'm gonna find a way to get to that job, right? Once I get that job, I start making money. I'm gonna go ahead and get me a car and get a second job. Once I got those 2 jobs and I got me a car, I'm stacking my bread. I'm stacking my bread because I'm keeping my expenses low. I mean, it's kind of common sense. You just got to sacrifice, right? I'm going to be living with, like I told you, I'm going to be living with somebody, small ass little box that I can pay rent with, or I'm going to be living with a family member, right? Or shit, I live in my car. I know that sounds crazy, but I did that for a little minute. I lived in my car for a good 2 months, right? So you got to find a way. Niggas don't want to sacrifice, and shit, this video ain't for you. But you got to find a way to go ahead and limit your expenses. While I'm stacking my money, I'm gonna be doing research on how to build my credit. Why? Because I can get money instantly once I have my credit together. I can get $50,000 once my credit is together, but I'm finding ways to build my credit. If I got shit on my credit, I'm finding ways to remove it. Once I get the shit removed, I'm building my credit up at the same time, right? And that's all while I'm working the job, these 2 jobs, because how I know is because I've done this shit before. All right, cool. So I got the 2 jobs. I'm building up my credit. My credit is starting to rise. I got a 700 credit score. The first thing I'm doing is cutting one of those jobs off. Why? Because I'm going to start doing some research, some personal. I'm going to start investing into myself. So I'm going to find an industry. Everybody on their phone every single day. You on your phone scrolling at some point on lunch. Shit, when you off, when you're at home, you scrolling on your phone. So somebody that I like, that I see that's an entrepreneur online, or it could be multiple of them, I'm gonna try an industry that they're in if they're making a lot of money. So I'm cutting off one job, I'm still working one job, I got some bread stacked for at least 6 months. I'm still living with that person or in that situation for a time being. Now I'm gonna start investing into myself, right? So my credit's clean, and mind you, if your credit is clean, go ahead and open up them checking accounts, go ahead and open up an LLC, go ahead and open up a business checking account so you can get ready for funding in the future. Play coming soon, all right? But in the meantime, while I'm still working these jobs and got my credit clean, I'm finding a mentor. I'm finding a mentor in a specific industry. It can be any industry you want. If you're a truck driver, if you want to do Amazon FBA, if you want to trade, if you want to do sports betting, if you want to do any of these new digital marketing ways of making money, you can. You just got to find a mentor that knows how to do it so they can cut the learning curve down for you once you go ahead and try to do it for yourself, because you got to get good at something. And let me tell you the caveat within this process. You're not gonna be good at everything, right? You need to find one thing you're good at and stick to that shit until you can get good at something else, right? So if you're trying 3 different things, you're blowing your money. Shit, try real estate. Shit, try credit repair. But, and of course I'm gonna tell you credit repair because I know that works. That's what worked for me, and that's gonna work for you. And if you wanna go ahead and get started. But the moral of the story is find a mentor. Once you find a mentor that works, go ahead and start implementing what he's teaching you. Right, so now you got a little time. You only got 1 job now. You still staying in place, but you got some money saved. You got a good credit score. Let's just say you follow everything that mentor is doing, and it's starting to pay off. Right, you're starting to see some success. Shit, thug it out for 3 more months just to see if it's really working, and if it does, That's when you want to go ahead and get funding. That's where you want to go ahead and take your LLC. You know all the players because you join the community down below, because you want to go ahead and double down into the business model that you're working on. Remember in the last video I told you how to get to 10K, you got to double down. You found what's working, right? You're seeing some success in it. And now you need to double down. You need to put some money in marketing. You need to put some money in ads. Or you need to put some money in products. Whatever the case may be, you need to spend more money on your business so the revenue can start to rise a lot quicker, right? Once the revenue start rising a lot quicker, now you can go ahead and move out this situation you're in. Now you got your own place, right? That doesn't mean start working your job, but you can if you want to. Now this is kind of up to the person. If you want to go ahead and start working your job, once you hit 10K a month, that's cool because you're making 6 figures a year. Most people don't make that, right? The average person does not make 6 figures. So if you want to go ahead and start working your job, cool, right? Because now you have 100% time dedicated to your business model. And that's the way I would go if I had to start from zero, with no money and no credit. Hey, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, join the community down below if you have any questions, and also follow me on Instagram at Credit Play Solutions, or you can follow my personal Instagram at trap.soul with 5 underscores. That's the name for right now. It could be changed in the future, but listen, if you want to see more videos like this, you want to see me out where I can teach y'all exactly how to get to point A to point B, go ahead and hit the like button so we can go ahead and get into the algorithm. Also, go ahead and hit the subscribe button because we constantly growing every single day. Hey, if you made it this far, I appreciate you for watching. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace.